How can I distinguish it from the principle of double effect? Principle of double effect? The principle of double effect states that an act may be morally good but may still have morally bad side effect. It is still ethically permissible provided that the bad side effect wasn't intended. So, the principle of double effect differs from legitimate cooperation by its A, object of activity, and B, agent. The object of activity is the ultimate reason behind the act or the prospective outcomes that motivate and direct activities. In double effect, it has a single object of activity that is either beneficial or harmful. And in legitimate cooperation, two distinct objects of activity, the wrongdoers and the cooperators. An agent is a person who acts on behalf of another person or group. In double effect, if the agent does not act, the harmful effect will not happen. And in legitimate cooperation, there are two agents involved, the one who already does or will do wrong independently, and the cooperator who assists the evildoer in some way. In contrast to double effect, which is a permitting principle, the legitimate cooperation is a guiding principle that is concerned as to how one should act in the face of a wrongdoing. Accordingly, it provides instructions for negotiating one's participation in work with another, some of whose actions are morally wrong.
How is legitimate cooperation applied? The principle was used to help individuals determine to what extent they could perform their own activity when others were acting wrongly and the activity of each intersected. There was the case of the spouse who practiced birth control methods against the will of the partner. There was the judge who, among other activities, ruled on couples petitioning divorce, the nurse who assisted a physician who was performing an illicit operation, the priest who distributed communion to a known sinner. The principle of legitimate cooperation portrays the principle of the double effect in a scenario in which more than one person participates in the actions being evaluated.